Hey, Shalom, welcome to Rakam Bakapashim, Jim Islamic, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai, B'Shem Chachwadash. Want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the whole that's pushing this truth in all sincerity. Back again with another video. This is just a quick one, little winning, right? And just something I noticed, while I was working out in the gym, there's like a digital advertisement board, from down the street, which I can see because it overlooks it, right? And I don't know who's funding these advertisers and that, but they seem kind of politically motivated, right? They seem politically motivated, man. For those that don't like the state of the country right now, and you don't like the immigration policies and all that type of stuff, right? So I don't know who's who put it up there, but it shows a sentiment or a feeling in this nation, man. Of like a better disunity, right? One of the advertising, one of the images that was on this billboard, big ass billboard, you see it, drive past, right? One was the English flag, right? And it's a white background with a red cross, St. George's Cross, whatever it's supposed to be, right? But in its place of the red cross, it was red, sticky tape. Like you would wrap around, you put a parcel, send a parcel out for delivery, and you might duct tape it with, the fragile, duct tape or whatever, man, right? So it had fragile written along the red tape on the white background in the form of the, St. George's Cross, right? And like I said, it says fragile, right? And that is this kingdom, man. Okay, this place is fragile, man. It's broken, right? And it ain't just because like I said, it's politically charged, being aimed at immigrants and stuff like that. Because I had other posters or advertisements that was rolling, because like I said, it was a digital one, it kept rolling on to the next one, and so there was more different ones. But yeah, that's it, man. This place, this country, the whole of Esau's kingdom, the whole of the world, okay, is fragile, it is broken, right? And it is about ready to be destroyed utterly and completely. All right, and this is all prophetic. This is the times we're living in, man. Okay, there is no hope for this kingdom. You got these guys out there, what they call them, the right and all that kind of stuff, thinking, yeah, if we just send the immigrants back or whatever, stop them coming in, or all this stuff. Like they think that, this place is gonna mend and get back to business as usual for Esau. These Edomites are feeling hard done by the policies that have been introduced in these nations, man, and they want to go back to white first. But grab this bomb. It's Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 7, right? It says that Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, right? Babylon represents America, which is the pinnacle of Esau's kingdom. Right, it's the head of his kingdom, right? That made all the earth drunken. The nation have drunken over wine, therefore the nations are mad, right? And just like America, or just like England, right? America opens their doors to all. They bring in everybody. They don't particularly care where they're from, as long as they're, bringing in, unless you're Mexican. They don't want you to cross the borders. But jokes aside, right? Esau opens his arms to everyone because he loves everybody, right? He's just recruiting slaves. That's all he's doing, man. And the more money that you can make in his system, and he can tax you and all this kind of business, he don't mind. Same with England. Their borders, they're generous with the immigration policies and that, and the Edomites of the land, they're upset with this, man, because it's affecting their jobs, man, affecting their pay, affecting their communities. They don't like the smell of the spice next door. They don't like black faces. It's, you know, these Edomites don't like it, man. But Esau, you know, these elites and these leaders of Esau, right? Okay, they're just bringing them in to create this tension, you know, to make the money off them and to create this tension that's building up, man. Yeah, that's been building up. All right, but it will come to a head. Okay. But let me continue reading this. This is the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. It says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so, be she may be healed. Right. So they're all thinking, oh, if we just get rid of the immigrants or whatever, you know, we can get back to our old roots and be better off. There is no better. There is no healing. There is no solution to your problems, man. This place is going to be destroyed, and that's how it's going to be, right? There's nothing that you're going to do to change that, regardless if there's immigrants or no immigrants, right? It says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. Right, so there is no healing balm, there is no solution, some magic, you know, one that's gonna fix this, right? But people are getting frustrated of the current situation, man. All right. So let me go here in Daniel chapter 2 here, verse 40. And the fourth kingdom shall be as strong as iron, right? This fourth kingdom represents Rome, right? And there's a second part to this kingdom, okay, which is at the feet, which is of clay and of iron and clay, right? Which represents the second part of Rome's kingdom, the second part of Esau's rulership, right? As the Romans, right? It says, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things, and as iron that breaketh all these, shall they break in pieces and bruise, right? Iron represents their military might, okay? Because they're strong militarily, right? Whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, because this is where we are right now, the kingdom shall be divided. Kingdom shall be divided, right? Even all these nations that are under Esau's banner, the EU, right? America, they're not unified, man, as is showing between, you know, the US and some of these European nations, man, you know, especially France right now. Okay, Macron's getting, you know, bullied right now, man. He's looking real sad right now, right? But it's like this, you know, same story elsewhere in the EU with how the US treats their allies, man. All right, they're divided, right? It says, but there shall be in it of the strength of the iron, because collectively they have NATO. Okay, beginning with America, they have NATO. So, you know, ain't no one just gonna come and roll up in Esau's domain and take it over. You know, that's why, you know, people that hate America and hate, you know, these Edomites and Europe and whatever, they're not quick to make any moves, man, because that's what they got to face, and they ain't ready to risk all that, man, because they're likely going to be destroyed. You know, Esau got the nukes and all that kind of stuff, and got the military there on lock. So, you know, they're strong like that collectively, right? It says, as in that verse 42, and as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken, right? Not all members of these toes is, you know, of the beast, right, is strong, right? Economically, some of these are really weak. All right, and that's why we had the pigs moniker for these weaker nations in Europe, man, which is Portugal, Italy, Ireland, Greece, and Spain. Right, economically they're really down bad, right? But they rely on the rest of the bloc to kind of support them, right? And like I said, they got NATO, they got the military there, right, to protect them, right? But really they're weak, all right? This is verse 43. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave to one another, even as iron is not mixed with it's not mixed with clay. Right, so there is divisions and fissions between the peoples, man. And like I say, Esau just brings everybody in, right? Different cultures, different, you know, philosophies and, you know, religions and all kinds of stuff, right? And they don't meld. That's why it's a melting pot, especially America, right? America is nothing but a melting pot, right? It's got no identity of itself, right? They're just British that moved over to America to, do things different. But only who they got there in America? Everybody's in America, man. With Britain, they got some kind of, cultural identity that they're trying to hold on to. And this is why these Edomites are pissed off here, wouldn't want to kick out these guys and all that sort of stuff, right? But, it says, and the days, well, that's the point, right? So, I want to read this part anyway. So, in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. Okay, and that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for the Lord to come and destroy this place and, establish His kingdom. Right? That's why I said there's no bomb. Nothing's going to change what's happening, because all this is part of prophecy. Okay, your destruction is imminent, and it's supposed to be. Okay, it's supposed to be. Your destruction is supposed to be here. And that's what you're facing. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 5. It says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. Neither keepeth at home, right? Because these lands don't belong to you anyway. Okay, but somehow you're ruling over them, right? Again, as part of prophecy, right? You're supposed to be ruling. The wicked is supposed to be ruling, beginning with America over the earth, right? So who enlargeth his desire as hell and is as death and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. So like I said, he bring in everybody, man, because he want to enslave everybody. He want everybody working for him. He want everybody subscribing to his way of life, right? Even though he knows that bringing in these people, man, is going to cause tension between those that, that believe in their system, their democracy and all this bullshit. Okay, it causes tensions, man. Because we have different ways of living, man. We're not the same people. And this is just another rerun of the Tower of Babel, man. Trying to make all peoples one. Right? We're not one people. Okay? We're not meant to be together like that, man. Okay? The Lord made us different. The Lord separated us, man. Gave us different identities, different cultures, man. Different lands to live in. Alright? Different languages. Different customs. Right? We're not meant to be together like that, man. But that's what happens when you come into Esau's world, man. If you're about his world, basically you forget your own culture, man. You become an Edomite, under Edomite influence. You forsake the ways of your ancestors, man. You become westernized, man. Right? And to a lot of extent, most people are westernized to some extent or another, man. Some are more than others, man. But you got those that still try to keep on to their identities, man, and their religions and whatever, man. But like I said, it causes these tensions, man. All right, and these tensions eventually are going to erupt. Okay? This is Luke chapter 11, verse 17. So, but he knowing their force said unto them, this is Yahushua speaking, right? Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, right? So we read in the prophecy in Daniel there that the toes were divided. It's like that the toes were divided, right? It's just telling you it's right there. Like it's gonna be destroyed. It's gonna come to an end, And as we know, after the toes comes Yahweh Shai, that rock that smashes the statue, man, and it becomes a great mountain. Okay, his kingdom is established, right? So this kingdom is being destroyed and it's divided because it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be divided. It's supposed to be ready to be destroyed. Right? So it says, and a house divided against a house falleth. Right? Even these Edomites are divided against each other, man. So how much more Esau and these other nations that that live around him, man? You think they're with Esau like that? They ain't with Esau like that. Everyone knows he's the fucking devil, man. But they're just playing that get long game, man. So in verse 18, if Satan also be divided against himself, how shall his kingdom stand? Right? How can Esau's kingdom stand in the way it is? There's no bomb. We just read it. There's no bomb, right? So it can only fall. This place is slated for destruction, man. And there's nothing that can change that, man. Okay, that's what makes it beautiful about this thing. There's nothing no one can do about it. All we have to do is sit back and watch, man. We ain't got to do nothing about it. Esau can't do nothing about it. There's nothing that can be done. We're just going to simply watch this place fall further and further into the abyss, man. Okay, until that destruction comes. Right? That's why it's beautiful, man. It's all in the Lord's hand. Okay, we watch the Lord's word unfold upon the earth, man. The prophecies manifest. And like I said, these, the posters that I saw, I was seeing, and that it just goes into that tension between the peoples, and how eventually it's going to erupt, and it's going to be, race wars and class wars and all kinds of types of civil wars inside. That's anti-sentiment is building up, man, and when the time comes, man, like I said, it's going to get violent, man, as thus saith the Lord. Thus say these scriptures, right? So there we go. It's 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 14 says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh." Okay, it draweth nigh. Okay, it can't be put off. Cannot be put off, right? And the one people shall stand up and fight against another. One group of people and another group of people. Whether it's national, different races and whatever, right? Or religions or whatever, man. Whatever the case be, whatever groups of people are going to divide themselves into. All right. So one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands, right? Again, things are going to turn violent. These Edomites are going to band together, right? And they're going to take out their frustrations on these, different groups of people and whatever. And they're going to take their frustration out on them. All right? So a man should desire to go into a city and should not be able, right? For one reason is going to be, the martial law troops, blocking off entrances and exits to certain places, certain blocks, certain areas, right? But you're going to have these, these different peoples, different races of peoples and whatever, these different groups of people, locking down, certain areas too. All right? For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Right? And like I said, we're all sandwiched together with all different types of people, man. You might be living next to a fucking Elamite, a fucking Moabite, an Ammonite, an Edomite. There's no love lost between us, man. We don't give a shit about each other. So when that time comes, when the real trouble and evil comes upon this earth, man, they're not gonna give a shit. They don't give a shit now, they're gonna give a shit then, man. And in fact, they're gonna give a shit even less. So it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but should destroy their houses with a sword. Right? They're going to run through people's houses, man. Okay, with weapons. Threatening death. Threatening mutilation, man. And spoil their goods. Take your shit, right? Because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Because there's going to be evil upon the earth, man. And there's going to be outright chaos in the earth, man. And people are going to be desperate for food. Desperate for, medicine. Desperate for water. All right? And so they're going to go around, going to wherever they need to go to and raid people's houses, man. You're going to have raiding parties. Right? And they're going to take the shit and they're going to kill anybody that resists, man. All right? Things are going to get bad. Things are going to get desperate, man. Pardon me. This is Isaiah 19:2. Pardon me, right? It says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Right? This whole place is set to explode, man. Okay? These race riots, these civil war, clashes, they're gonna go on, man, and they're gonna be bad. You're gonna have multiple. You're gonna have the streets filled with bodies and blood, man. So, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols. Right. So in this chaos, right, because obviously, Esau is part of the reason why, you know, he's orchestrating this, right? Even though it's the Most High that's moving him to do these things, right? They're of, you know, these Edomite elites, they're of the mind of order out of chaos, right? Order out of chaos, right? So they're bringing this chaos to bring an established order, right? To basically have everybody take the MOTB, right? That's, you know, what it's going to be for, right? But Esau doesn't have no control over this. He doesn't have no control over the chaos. Okay, the chaos is going to consume him. All right? And so, you know, they're going to be looking for ways to, you know, how to deal with the situation, and they're not going to have to deal with it, man. Right? So they, even though they be, you know, canceling their demons and their witches and all that kind of stuff, right? Ain't nothing going to come of it, right? So they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to wizards. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts. Okay, which is our Lord Yahweh Shai. Okay, son of the Most High, right? He's going to be that cruel lord because he's coming for vengeance. He's coming to deliver vengeance upon the heathen, the nations. Right? He's coming to wage war with them. Okay, he's going to subdue them and put them into slavery. You know, those that survive. Because a lot of people are going to, you know, a lot of people are going to be, you know, destroyed and killed, man. All right? It's Matthew 24. We're going to close out with this. I start from verse 6 here, right? And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not be troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet, right? So, you know, these are things we're witnessing on the earth right now. And we know it's not, you know, goal time just yet, okay? But these are all things that are you know, running up to World War III, okay? Running up to, you know, these race wars and that kind of stuff, right? It says, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows, right? So that's, like, again, that's what we're witnessing. So then shall they deliver you up. So let me read that again. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you, right? So this is talking about the men of the Lord now, what they're going to do to the men of the Lord, right? Because they all hate us, right? And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. Okay, hate is going to be at all-time high, man. Okay, you talk about us and our hate. You're going to demonstrate a level of hate that goes beyond anything you've accused us of, man. In fact, you have demonstrated hate that goes, you know, way beyond anything we've ever said or did. Okay, as men of the Lord, right? So yeah, it says, and then shall many be offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, this hatred, this wickedness is going to abound in the earth, man. All this love talk is BS. You people don't love nobody, man. You only love yourselves, and we're all going to see that. All right? It's going to be a testimony against you people out here, you fake ass Christians and the like, right? People in the world don't love each other, man. Okay, this world is full of vanity and pride, man. People don't love each other. That's just something you use against us, man. Oh, you're hateful because you're so fucking righteous and you love everybody. But that's fucking bullshit. They're fucking hypocrites, man. At least we're not being hypocritical, man. We say what the Lord, we say what we're saying, man, because it's in the scriptures, and that's what we believe. You know, you're gonna be punished for your crimes, man. You're gonna be punished for your wickedness. Okay, we hate our enemies, man. Okay, you deserve to be destroyed, right? But we ain't gonna be ones inflicting that damage upon you, man. But you're gonna run rampant, man. You're gonna be, you know, be bugged out in the spirit, man, and you're gonna start attacking each other, man. You're gonna start demonstrating that hate that you have, that real hate that you have tucked inside, man, trying to hide, right? That's gonna come out, man. The demon in you is gonna come out. Okay, and we're all gonna observe it and witness it, man. You know, while we're waiting upon the Lord. Okay, you're the wicked, man. You're the real hateful ones out here. All right, and that is why you're gonna be destroyed and why you're gonna be put into slavery, man. All right. So because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. The love of many shall wax cold. There ain't no love out here. You know, that Black Eyed Peas song. Where is the love? There ain't no love. There ain't gonna be no love out here, man. All right. So, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Okay, we're looking to be saved out of this fucking chaos, man, that's gonna come upon the earth. All right. We ain't gonna be involved with you guys, man. Okay. So, in this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. Then the end shall come. Okay, which is what's happening right now. Okay, with the help of the internet. His Lord has provided to us, man. This word has been able to get out into the four corners, man. We're just waiting for the sealing of the elect to take place. All right, and then the end can come. Okay, the destruction can come. Okay, that's what we're waiting for, man. So, you know, that's pretty much it, man. I just want to bring this video up, you know, just to show you the tensions that are around. That you know these tensions are around, man. You know, and it's just a matter of time, man. You know. People are going to act on these tensions because shit's going to get real bad, man. Shit's going to be unbearable for a lot of people, man. And you know, people are going to turn violent over it, man. All right. So, you know, with that, Lord, this is edifying. And I'll catch you brothers and sisters on the next video, man. So next time I say shalom.